Hello, hola, I'm La Bruja, yo soy La Bruja Jamile, and I am sitting down to record another YouTube video. I got my hug in a mug. What am I drinking? Nothing that you would think is in a mug. These are my amino acids. I just want to sit down and talk. I feel like I have a lot of energy. I've been noticing this trend lately that I get a lot of energy at night, and I don't know what that is. Like in the mornings, like I don't even sleep that well. Like I literally I had a dream last night. It was horrendous. First of all, I know the difference between a dream and when I'm seeing something like a vision. Oh, and I had like this achy vision that I, like, right as I was falling asleep, a picture flashed in my eyes, and I was standing on this side of my dining room table, and I was like looking underneath, and all of a sudden, this like little creature, it's like, bro, um, and this little creature, it's like one of the naked dogs, the hairless dogs, but it's built like a really overweight chihuahua, and it like locks eyes with me and then runs away. It's just like sitting underneath whatever that was. I didn't like it, and then I woke up this morning and literally cleansed my entire home and myself. and then and then I had a dream that I was like running after, like, I I was in the body of someone that is not me. Okay, so I was living out this scene in the body of someone that's not me. And I'm running after, like, my younger sibling, who is not my younger sibling. But I'm just, like, living in this other person's life. And I'm running after a younger sibling, and we're, like, in what I can only describe to be a 99-cent store. And we're running through this 99-cent store. And we get, like, past this certain point of the 99-cent store, and I like grab my younger sibling, and then the like there's like this acknowledgement that like we're not supposed to go past this certain aisle because like there's something really wrong past this certain aisle. And then I see like this huge like shadow lock eyes with me, and then I'm like running. And as I'm running, I like pass by a mirror in the dream, and I can see it like this close behind me. And I didn't like that either, because when I woke up, I didn't like how that felt. I felt like it was still on my back. I didn't like that at all, not one bit. So I definitely cleansed. As a bruja, when you have dreams like that, that wasn't a dream. That's something strange going on. That's something you need to pay attention to. So, oh, that was odd. So I didn't get like a single ounce of good sleep last night, and I was so tired this morning. I had a midday coffee, and now I'm really awake tonight. But it's pretty early in the evening, so it's really not that early. I don't know what time it is, but I just felt like sitting down and yapping. I have my Let's Watch screen, or your favorite scary movie. Let's watch scary movies. Oh, movies. Okay. I do love Scream. It is my favorite scary movie franchise. No, it's not for the freaked out reasons that has become Scary Movie. Am I opposed to that freakiness? No. No. I'm not, but that's not why I like it. Okay, so the reason why Scary Movie is my favorite slasher, or just in general like scary movie franchise, is because when I was like, oh god, I don't even know how old I was, maybe like 7, I remember my mom had left the reruns of like the Scream movies. And I think I called those scary movies and not Scream. Whatever. Scream is my favorite scary movie franchise. But So I remember she had left on the reruns of the Scream movies. And we had this L kind of couch when I was little. And so I would hide behind, like, so there's like the hallway and then the back hallway to the bedroom. So I would like crawl to where like you could be low enough to where like my parents wouldn't see me, like sneak to watch a show. So I would crawl to the side of the couch and like watch the TV from the L that they could see me. And I remember doing that. And my mom was outside tending to the lawn, the backyard, the garden, because she loves gardening. Actual gardening. My mother is a very Catholic woman. She does not mess with substances, okay? So I remember it was the scene of the blonde girl with the bob and the bangs, and she was running. And then, of course, she got. So that was my first introduction to the Scream movies, and I fell in love. I loved them. I don't like gore horror. I like the Jigsaw movies and all of that. That's my least favorite genre of a horror, because it just makes me want to throw up. Like, if I can't eat while watching a movie, why am I watching this movie? I want to sit down with a little something to eat, a little something to sip on, and enjoy this movie. I'm watching someone's entrails on the outside of their body. I don't want to see that and eat. That's just nasty, in my opinion. I don't like that. Well, the Scream franchise is my favorite. I love paranormal horror. Of course, I'm a bruja. Paranormal horror is my favorite horror movie genre. Just watching like The Conjuring, amazing. I absolutely adored The Conjuring. Insidious. Okay, so my first time watching Insidious. This is, oh my god, I can remember it. So, where I grew up, there was this big AMC movie theater in an outdoor mall. It was a big outdoor mall. I worked there, like, in the beginning years of college, the summer before college, whatever. I worked at Victoria's Secret Pink. And so, okay, so yeah, a couple friends, like, one friend, like, had invited me to go watch with this guy and his girlfriend. And this guy, I had a crush on him. But he was dating this other chick. I don't want to get into that. That, you know what? No, I'm not getting into that right now. Right, so I go with these group of friends, and I'd never watched the other Insidious movies. This is the third Insidious movie that came out. And I remember watching previews, maybe on like TV or something. And back when like commercials actually showed like movie previews, and it's not like a Hulu like same ad playing every time, makes you want to. So, anyways, so I remember watching that, I was like, whoa, I want to watch that so bad. So my friend Marcos, love him down. We were in high school band together. It was a trio. It was me, my homegirl Yasmin, and my homeboy Marcos. Oh my god, we all three played the saxophone. It was such a fun time. Anyways, back to the movie. So I'm sitting between the guy I have a crush on, his girlfriend's on the other side, and then it's me and Marcos. And so we're watching this movie, and oh my god, I remember just, one, I'm such a chicken, okay? I'm such a chicken. Mind you, I cuss a lot, so if I sound corny with the things that I'm saying, it's because I'm trying not to cuss. I don't need to be cussing that much, okay? So anyways, so I remember like, or I would look down at the corner of the screen. I'm such a wuss. Oh my god, I loved it though. And I remember watching the third movie. I was like, I have to watch the first two, so I watched the first two. I absolutely adored those. Um, I watched Sinister. Sinister, very frightening movie. Sinister 1 and 2 I watched. Very good, very scary. Never watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre because, again, that's a little too gory for me. It is kind of like a slasher, but what made me not, excuse me, what made me not want to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre was the fact that it's based on a real individual, Ed Gein. First of all, the Netflix series, I got about 4 episodes in, and there was one scene that I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Why am I watching this? The last serial killer thing I watched was Jeffrey Dahmer documentary, and I said, I will never be watching anything like that again. Why am I watching this? Willingly scaring myself to death, watching real people. I mean, not the actual person, but watching real stories about an actual person, and people like this exist. Hello, look at the state of the world. How do we get there? Anyways, Insidious, loved it. The Conjuring, amazing. Sinister, good. Scream, incredible. There was this, I don't know if you guys ever watched this, if you're a horror movie fan. There was a show called Scream, and it was a really, really good show. I remember when it first came out, and oh god, and I watched it on like an actual TV channel. Okay, I'm old, I know. I watched it on an actual TV channel, and I think I was able to still, this was back when you could record a show and you could go back and watch it. Maybe I have that wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was already on Netflix. I don't know. I remember watching it though. It's now on like Peacock or one of those insignificant applications. And it was so good. I really liked that one. Of course, Halloween. I love a slasher. Slashers are probably my favorite because they're really cheesy, and I like a cheesy thing. I like the blend of comedy and horror. Oh my god. I love the blend of comedy and horror. Like the newer It movies. Chef's kiss. So good. So good. I remember watching... did I watch both in theaters? I don't remember. I remember watching the first one in theaters with a group of college friends. Oh my god. So it was this, okay. I went to a smaller university. And so the way that was set up for us, okay, I did this because I knew I was going to have a hard time making friends. So I'm really shy. Not really, but back then I was really, really shy. And I had trouble making friends. I went through something ridiculous. Anyways, back on track. So I remember... there was a group of us all in the same degree path, okay? So they did that on purpose so that you could make study groups easier, or you could find people to do a study group easier because you all lived on the same floor, because you were all taking the same classes. So you could get together and study, and you could make friends. And so it was the 6th floor of this building, and we had a nickname for, this is back when people used Snapchat a lot, so we had a Snapchat group chat, and we all went to go watch it. And it was so fun. Maybe not all of us, but a big group of us went to go watch it. And it was really, really fun. I remember we hid snacks in our blankets that we took, and it was a really good time. It was fun. And then when we came back, someone had pranked us and left a red balloon floating in front of the elevator when you when we got off on her floor. It was so good. It was so good. And then one of the girls we went with was so scared because she wasn't used to watching horror movies, so she like begged a couple of us to sleep in the same room as her. She was like, I can't sleep by myself. It's so funny. Someone had like pushed the balloon. She was like taking a shower. We were all hanging out in her room. Someone pushed the balloon in the shower. She jumped out buck naked, okay? Buck naked. And like slapped the balloon out. She was like, no! It was so funny. So funny. Good times, good times. I remember too, so Halloween was coming around and we had just watched the It movie. Because I think it came out in October or something of that year. Don't ask me what year. Oh wait, I think I was 19. So it had to have been like 2018. Yeah, it had to have been 2018. So October 2018 maybe is when it came out, at the beginning of October, or maybe it was September. And that October, there was a bigger college next to ours, university. And so a frat was throwing a party at a club. So we all, like a group of the girls, we did like the It, like it was a big thing. Like on Pinterest, you would see it everywhere for like Halloween outfits. It was like the red It thing. So we all did that. And we went, and of course we're underage, so they put big X's on our hands. But it was really fun. Me and my girls, we were twerking. One of my friends convinced me I was wearing a bodysuit, because back then, the bodysuits, oh my God. It was a bodysuit and jeans everywhere, okay? A bodysuit and jeans was it, okay? So I had a bodysuit and jeans on. I couldn't twerk in my jeans. So one of the girls, she eventually convinced me to take off my jeans. And I did. So I was just booty cheeks out. It makeup, bodysuit, okay? And I remember this bodysuit was from, oh God, where was it? It might have been like from Forever 21 or something. Y'all remember Forever 21? It might have been from Forever 21. It was a black bodysuit with like a scoop like this, and on the front in like white cursive it said sun kissed. It was really fun. Good times. Good times. And then, oh my God, yeah. What was I talking about? I went on a whole, I've been talking for 20 minutes, by the way. Maybe I'm just letting myself know that. Should I pull like some cards? Because this is a Bruja page, so like, why not? Let's try it. Let's see. Maybe, okay. Let me cleanse the cards. Let's see, maybe we all have like some sort of a message, okay? I can do a message for us, okay? It feels like a Friday today. Monday, I'm getting my eyebrows tinted and shaped for the first time. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous about it. I scheduled it crazy. I don't know why I did this to myself, girl. I scheduled it at 8 a.m. thinking I would have enough time, because I don't have to leave for work until 10:30, so I could get there by 11. But the appointment doesn't end until 10 a.m. So I'm like, girl, can I please move it? Come to find out, I can't. So I'm like, little girl, okay, I'll support a small business, so a small local business. I'm always here to support local, okay? Anyways, so I'm like, okay, girl, I trust you. Physical pain. Well, here we go. Physical pain. Let's see. So with these cards, there's three things to read about them. It's a message from your soul, from your guides, and from the entity. The entity is whatever it presents itself to be. I don't know what it is till I start reading. So, physical pain as a message from your own soul is reading as basically your body is trying to tell you to slow down. Your body is trying to tell you to slow down through physical pain, essentially, through discomfort within your own body. And it's trying to tell you to slow down with this because you're finding distractions. Something is at the forefront of your mind that maybe you don't really want to look at all. You're like, no, I'm not even touching that. Like, I'm finding distractors and I don't care. And fleeing from things like that is fleeing from something that needs to be addressed. And because you're okay, I'm on the right track. Because you're finding different ways to kind of distract your mind from what's at the forefront, your body is scatterbrained. Like, right now, the feeling that I'm getting is like, I cannot formulate a coherent thought regarding this. Like, my brain does not want to allow me to actually say what it even is, because it's like, no, I really don't even want to think about it. I'm not trying to do that. And I relate with this because I am going to be starting therapy soon, in the next week. And I haven't been in therapy for a while. I have done therapy a lot of times, many, but there are things that I've been writing down and gathering as a log to go over with my therapist after our intake and stuff, once we really start building rapport. And I know that, like, this is a good fit for me, because I've noticed patterns that I've had in therapy with it. It's only been at the cause of someone I've been in a romantic relationship with. And I've always gone to therapy as a way to make myself better because the relationship isn't working and I want it to work so bad. So I'm like, I'm going to go to therapy. I'm going to make myself better for this person. But at the end of the day, every time that has been the case, that person that I was going to therapy for was not me. So it wasn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to therapy for me. I was going to therapy to fix me because I thought I needed to be fixed because something was wrong in the relationship. When it should have been, I need to go to therapy because I love me and I want to do better for me. And it didn't need to have anything to do with an outer source or another person. You know what I'm saying? So that, I don't know, maybe that'll relate with somebody. That was a whole dump. Wow. And then a lot of the times, you know, one thing that I find myself that I do a lot to distract myself from something at the forefront of my mind that I don't really want to face is I will do things very impulsively. I impulsively started a Pilates teacher certification. Have I ever done Pilates before? The answer is no. Do you know how hard it is to do Pilates when you haven't done Pilates before? I split my abs in half. Do you know how painful that is? Right. So, physical pain. Speaking of. So I tend to do, you know, really intense things to distract my mind, when in reality I need to look at something like that my brain is screaming at me to pay attention to, but I'm like, I need to further myself in my career, and that's like school for everyone has always been something that consumes your everyday. It is something that you cannot not have a super structured life around education when you commit to it. So I find that I do that a lot to myself. I'll try and do a certification here, learn here, because I don't want to face something that I really need to face. What that is, girl, I don't know. And maybe you don't know either, but maybe therapy is the answer. You know what I'm saying? Or it'll get you there. Let's go to the guides. Today you're creating a new outer foundation. This is asking for a lot of organization from you. We invite you to listen to your body to create balance between inner and outer worlds. The next 2 months will be important to create new foundations for yourself. Take time to ground yourself through mindfulness, meditation, meditative walks, physical activities, or being in the present moment. You can also write down all you wish to accomplish and the steps you need to take to build what matters to you. The next 2 months will be rich in signs and important events. We are sending you as many signs as in different forms. These will especially be outer signs because we invite you to build. Trust in everything you see unfolding around you. We are here by your side. So there's avoidance, okay? And with that avoidance can bring on physical pain. Okay. So that being said, it's important to do things that are going to pour into yourself. For example, me starting therapy and actually starting it for me, not because I'm like, I'm something broken that needs to be fixed. No, I'm building the life of my dreams that my little self would look at and be like, what? We do that? And in order to build those dreams, I must pour into myself and create an overflowing cup so that that overflow is an abundance of love, you know, and when you exude love, you get it back. And I don't do it to receive, I do it to do it. And it is a beautiful thing to receive what you put out into the world, okay? So grounding yourself when you may be scatterbrained is probably very telling that you should do that. You should probably do that. And as I talk about this, I feel very scatterbrained. But, you know, doing things that feed your soul. Tomorrow, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm doing a heels dance class. Have I ever done a dance class before? Once. And I had such terrible anxiety that I went 2 classes maybe and never went again. I begged my parents to do dance and then I never did it again. Now I'm older and it's like a sexy heels class kind of dance, and I'm so excited about it. I literally have heels. These are the heels I'm going to be wearing. It's got ankle support, okay? I have to clean the bottoms because the bottom of these shoes, they're brand new. So, like, I'm putting my fingers on it, but, like, I haven't walked outside with these, you know. I walked around my house. But I need to clean the bottoms because they leave streaks, and the studio specifically said if your shoes leave streaks, you need to take them off immediately and clean up after yourself, and I get that. and I get that. So I have to clean the bottoms and somehow get that excess ink off. But I'm doing things to fuel my soul. I'm going to therapy. I'm getting my eyebrows done. I've never done that before in my life. I'm excited. And then I'm doing a dance class. Did I say that already? Whatever. So do things that are going to fill your cup because you want to do them. When I was younger and I did that dance class, I had so much anxiety because I cared so much about what other people thought that I let it deter me from doing something that I was excited to do. I'm older now. I don't give a rat's. I don't care. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to move my body because I'm so much more comfortable with myself, and to allow myself to live that dream that little girl was too scared to do is very healing, okay? And meditation doesn't have to be sitting in silence. I got ADHD. That's real hard for me to do. And I'm okay with that. I don't say that as like I could never. No, I'm very okay with my mind running at 1 billion miles per second, okay? I'm okay with that. Because it helps me in a lot of ways. So, meditation could be dancing, okay? Meditation could be going to the gym. Meditation can be movement. It doesn't have to be sitting and doing nothing. So, moving on. The entity. My soul was disconnected from my physical body, and I felt pain from that. Today I'm free. I no longer feel this pain. I'm in unconditional love, which is just beautiful. For a long time, pain was my loyal traveling companion. I don't think I could create a different relationship with it. The more time passed, the more it felt deep within my flesh. Today, I want you to know that I feel much better. I want you to be in a new energy with your physical body too. Over the next few days, pay close attention to your left hand. This is how I will make my presence known. Through warmth, a caress, or tingling. I'm here so you may create a new union with yourself, so you may no longer be counseled by pain or move forward with force. I wish for gentleness to be your greatest ally. You can do it. I'm with you to help. And this is very much so on the brand of me talking about inner child, because I have never felt more in tune with the little girl that was silenced when I was little. I've never felt more in tune with that little girl now. I feel very safe to be that. I mean, I smile as big as I can. I laugh at whatever volume that I do as the laugh comes out, okay? I don't suppress myself because I lived so many years of being suppressed and shamed for just existing as me. And that, you know, everybody has experienced that. And if not everybody, a lot of people have. A lot. And it really hurts. It hurts your soul. It hurts your creativity. We're people. We're meant to be creative. And especially in the times that we live in that is just filled with war and famine, media, you know, uplifts and highlights all these things that people chose to be blind to. And you don't get to do that now. You really don't. Spotlights are on. Many things are coming to light that many people did not want to see. And it is a very tumultuous time we live in. But I genuinely believe that when you are able A lot of people are in physical pain, mind, body, and soul. And there's a lot of disconnect with all of that, mind, body, and soul. And I strongly, strongly believe, I've said this for a while now, with women going into some sort of brujeria, witchcraft, what have you, it awakens something within women that I cannot describe. I can only feel. I can't describe to you what it's like to be a bruja. I can't describe to you what it's like to speak to your ancestors. I can't describe you what it's like to speak to La Santa Muerte and feel her speak back. Same with ancestors. I can't describe that. It is something that you must feel. And there is a great calling for that connection. For not just women, for everybody. Especially people with cultural backgrounds, strong cultural backgrounds. And I genuinely believe that people embarking on such a journey is going to be what dare I say changes the world. I think being spiritual and doing the things that people see as taboo and weird, and maybe some people think I'm in psychosis. I don't care, okay? Because at the end of the day, I know what my spirituality has done for me. I know the work that I have done, and I know how it has made me feel. And by golly, it has changed my life. I am a very strong believer that I just think more people need to do it. More people need to answer the call, okay, that's incessantly ringing in your ear. And that might be part of the meditation. Maybe the meditation that you need to try, maybe the thing at the forefront in your mind is feeling lost with who you are. Maybe it's feeling lost with where you fit in the puzzle piece of changing the world. And maybe that starts with embarking on a journey that opens your mind to a world that you couldn't even possibly imagine how incredible it is. Spirituality is very powerful. Extremely. And it is on the come up. And if you felt that, someone's calling you. Okay? That was alright. Well, you know what? I think I'm done with that. I think I'm done with this little talk. If you stayed till the end, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Till next time. Ciao.